Saudi outlet Al-Hadath reports a major move from Washington. The Trump administration has officially removed Syria from the list of 19 restricted entry countries. But beneath the headline, analysts warn, this is a formal gesture, not a shift in policy. Behind the scenes, the U.S. ended TPS protection for tens of thousands of Syrians, stripping legal status and leaving them vulnerable to deportation, limbo, or forced asylum requests. Security checks remain extremely strict, and approval rates remain close to zero. This is not a green light for Syrians. It's a bureaucratic reshuffle driven by legal and political pressure, not humanitarian change. Islamic Jihad declared today that, from their perspective, the hostage file ended on December 2nd. They claim every captive under their control has already been handed over. Israel has not confirmed this claim. According to Al Jazeera, the Red Cross and Hamas resumed operations to locate the last fallen hostage believed to be in Gaza City's Zaytun neighborhood. The search zone is one of Gaza's most destroyed and booby-trapped areas. Iranian military spokesman Abu al-Fadl Shakarji made bold statements at an IRGC weapons expo today. He claimed, Iran's missile and UAV capabilities are stronger than before the war. All systems are 100% Iranian-made. Global powers copy our Shahed 136 drones. This follows recent claims that a U.S. and an Egyptian drone design imitated the Shahed. Iran is clearly signaling confidence and readiness. UNRWA acknowledged that Israeli security forces raided its Sheikh Jarrah headquarters and confiscated phones from security guards. No further details were provided. At Mount Herzl, Israel marked the annual memorial for Prime Minister Golda Meir. The director of the Golda Institute said, Golda teaches us that real leadership requires courage and responsibility. The IDF confirmed a targeted strike today against a terrorist preparing an attack in central Gaza. A serious oversight occurred last week in Qabatia. A Golani soldier was mistakenly left behind during a movement between targets. He reconnected with another team after 40 minutes. Multiple commanders were sentenced to confinement. The IDF called it a severe incident, far below expected standards. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich clarified his stance on the death penalty for terrorists. If, God forbid, a Jew murders on behalf of Iran, the law will apply to him as well. He called such a person an enemy serving a hostile foreign power. Saudi reports say Hamas proposed the following: a 10-year ceasefire, a freeze on the use of weapons. Israel has not responded publicly. Analysts see this as a sign of Hamas attempting to regroup and buy time. This year's numbers: boys 1, Mohammed 2,257-2, David 1,842-34, Lavi and Ariel girls 1, Abigail 1,437-2, Ayala 3, Sarah. Meteorologists warn of up to 200 millimeters of rain, half of it in just a few hours. Officials say no city can handle this. If it hits Tel Aviv, it will be catastrophic. Fighter jets struck targets in Teba. Explosions were felt in Kiryat Shmona and across the Upper Galilee. IDF forces raided Birzeit University overnight, searching for suspects and incitement materials. The IAF struck targets in Rafah as Israeli forces hunt dozens of Hamas operatives hiding in underground networks. Israel's security establishment is deeply alarmed by a dramatic Iranian increase in long-range missile production, expanded UAV programs, Hezbollah's attempts to rebuild rocket stockpiles, renewed smuggling routes via Syria, Iraq, and Turkey. Israeli officials warn if this continues, Israel will expand operations, overtly and covertly, to prevent a strategic shift in the northern balance of power. In a major strike today, Israel hit a Radwan Force training compound, military buildings, a Hezbollah launch site. Israel says the training activity constitutes a violation of all understandings. Cairo privately stated that a high-level meeting between Sisi and Netanyahu is not appropriate, while Israel controls the Palestinian side of Rafah crossing. Egypt views Israel's actions as violations of existing agreements. After a long intelligence investigation, Shin Bet, IDF, and police uncovered a dangerous terror cell in Tulkarem. 3 rockets in advanced stages, explosives, detonation systems, materials for bomb making. The cell carried out past attacks that injured IDF officers. Hamas official Hussam Badran claims Israel refuses to open Rafah crossing. Israel continues demolitions inside the Yellow Line. Israel has not delivered tents or caravans as promised. He dismissed Israel's new border concept. Israeli and Jordanian authorities finished major upgrades. Stricter driver screening, tighter cargo inspections, additional security forces. Beginning Wednesday, humanitarian aid from Jordan will enter Gaza and the West Bank through Allenby, with full escort after screening. Despite Israeli refusal, Turkey claims troops are ready. Logistics are prepared. The U.S. supports Turkish participation. Israel strongly opposes this. 3 major helicopter-based exercises took place this week in Division 210, simulating combat on the Syrian front. Defense Minister Israel Katz toured Northern Command and said, "We must remain physically present on the ground as a buffer between jihadist forces and the residents of the Galilee and Golan." During an escalation near Quneitra, IDF forces fired the warning shots, then leg shots, at 2 main instigators after they advanced on soldiers. The riot dispersed. From Tehran's missile factories to Rafah's tunnels, from Washington's corridors to the flooded streets of Israel, the region is shifting rapidly. Israel stands vigilant, determined, unbreakable. This is Shield of Truth. Stay tuned, stay informed, and subscribe for real updates, not propaganda.